Okay, my honors algebra students. Now this video covers 6 problems from the final. So the other videos will cover more. It's just, this is on laws of exponents and solving linears. Gotta go through the laws. The first law, when you multiply two things same base, you add the power. So if I have x to the 6 times x to the 4th, that would be x to the 10th. If you have a base to a power, then you raise it all to another power. You multiply the powers. So x to the 6 to the 4th would be x to the 24th. Well, this is a good review, Mr. Murphy. Well, thank you. When you have a product to a power, you raise both terms or every term to that power. So 2x cubed would be 2 cubed, which is 8x cubed. When you have a fraction to a power, you raise both terms of that fraction. I didn't put a problem here. So if I have 2/3 cubed, I'd cube both of them, so it'd be 8/27. When I'm dividing, if the powers are equal, the answer is 1. If the bigger power is on the top, then you subtract the bottom power from the top one and leave it in the top. And if the bottom power is bigger, you go 1 over bottom minus top. So if I have x to the 6 divided by x to the 6, the answer is 1. Good. Keep it going. If the top power is bigger, so if I have x to the 10th over x to the 6th, it'd be x to the 4th. 10 minus 6, 6 of these cancel with 6 of these. And if the bottom power is bigger, so if I have x to the 20th over x to the 40th, bottom one's bigger, so it'd be 1 over x to the 20th. Then we have the negative power. Negative power just means at some point you have to take the reciprocal. So if I have 6 to the negative 1, the answer is 1/6. If I have 1 over 2 to the negative 1, the answer is 2. So you just flip it. And the last one, anything but 0 to the 0 power is 1. So 7 to the 0, 1. X to the 0, 1. 2x in parentheses to 0, 1. So freeze the video and do these 7 problems for me, and then turn me back on when you're ready. Okay, so I'm multiplying things same base, so you add the power. There's 14 of them. Here we have a product to a power, so you raise both to the power, so it's x to the 24th, y to the 40th. Here, you cube both, which I already did on the other side. It'd be 8 over 27. Hey, we're cranking these. Here, raise a base to a power, then another power. You multiply the powers. So it's x to the 30th over x to the 20th. But wait a minute. When you divide two things same base, you subtract the powers. So the answer is x to the 10th. How are you doing? Did you get all 4? This one, when you have a product to another power, you raise both to that power. So it'd be x to the negative 2 to the 3rd. Now you don't have to show this step, but I am. So this would be x to the negative 6, y to the 24th. But wait a minute, you got a negative power, so you got to move it. Remember, we like to move it. So it's y to the 24th over x to the 6. Notice I did not move the y because it doesn't have a negative power. Now be careful. If you add this, 3x to the negative 2, the 3 does not move. It's not in parentheses. It'd just be 3 over x squared. This one. Now, there's different ways of doing it. I like to move the negative powers, the terms with the negative powers. So that's what I'm doing. Bring the x to the 10th up. X is 6, doesn't move. Move the y to the 3rd down. And the z's do not move. Now I use the division rule. X to the 10th times x to the 6th is x to the 16th. Y 3rd, y to the 4th is y to the 7th. And this should be z to the 4th. This one, hey, it's to the 0 power, so that's 1. 1 times anything is the anything. 2 squared is 4. Solving linear. Highest power is 1. Remember, we want to get the x by itself. So we add 1. Oh, wait a minute. Let's stop. You do these, freeze the video, and then turn it back on, and I'll do them. Thank you. Okay, thanks for coming back. Divide by 2, x is 6. Here, I want to get the x's on one side, numbers on the other, so subtract 6x. Subtract 6. Divide by 2. Oh, remember proportion, fraction equal fraction, so you cross multiply. 10x plus 40 equals 5x minus 30. Calling a skip to step there, but I think you can follow. Subtract 5x. Subtract 40. Then we're going to divide by 5. So x equals a negative 14. And the last problem, holy cheese, lots of steps. Distribute the 3. I think it's easier if you just simplify one side till you get it all simplified. It's on the same side, so I just combine. So it's 4x plus 12. This one, simplify. 10 minus 20 is negative 10. Absolute value makes it positive 10. Then I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. Subtract 10. Divide by 3. If you got everything right, I am proud of you so far. Video 1 is done.